Alright guys, we are back on Tower Defense Simulator. This is a serious video because we're about to do the hardest challenge known to man, at least I think. So basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to be playing regularly, you know, load up a frost match, load up maybe a fallen match. But instead of just clicking on that solo option, we're going to be clicking on squads, fill up that squad with a bunch of ults, and they're just going to sit there doing absolutely nothing. Not only am I just going to have a bunch of dead teammates, but the more people that are in your squad, you know, when you go to play, the more HP that the enemies have. And your cash flow basically is non-existent. So bosses that I will have no issue with would just become a nightmare. Is this challenge possible? I don't know. I've never seen anybody do it, but there's only one way to find out. Let's get into the game. All right guys, we're in game. As you see my ults, we're not going to be doing frost, we're doing fallen. I'm 99% sure this challenge is not possible to do on frost. And also I'm adding a rule. One of my ults can place down support towers like DJ and Commander. Some of y'all might not be happy about that. Oh Crandon, you're cheating, you can't do that. Listen, I really did try to do this with only 5 towers. It's not possible, so we're gonna have to add 2 extra slots here to get 7. This is the loadout that we're working with. You might look at this and be like, what on earth is this? We got Cowboy for our money flow, then we got Hacker so we can clone some things and even more money. Current because of the low placement limit, same with Kingpin, low placement limit, and then Juggernaut, you know, 1 placement limit. The reason why we gotta worry about our placement limit is, you remember these ults right here, they take away your placement limit. The more people that are in your game, you know, the less placement you can do. I was originally thinking I could come in this challenge, just spam a bunch of golden minigunners, but like I kind of forgot golden minigunner is really only good when you're solo, and I'm not solo technically, even though I am, but I'm not. We're gonna do U-turn, and yeah, hopefully we can beat this. All right guys, we're in game, and I did slightly change the loadout a little bit. It's not too much different though. Basically for early game, we're just gonna spam a bunch of golden cowboys, and then as soon as possible we're gonna try and get some kingpins down and all of that. Let's get a supply drop down so we can get as much cash as possible. We got our skeleton, 70 HP per each one, and honestly that's not that bad. Somebody in the comments tell me how much HP they usually have when they're at solo. We're gonna get our ult account over here, and we're gonna get a DJ down so we can get those passive buffs. Now again, only one of my ults can place down, you know, a support tower. I'm not gonna go overboard with it. Alright, we got our first boss right here. 700 HP. That's about 100 more than what you would get from the frost if you went solo. So yeah, this challenge is already harder than frost, which I was expecting anyway, but whatever. Get deadly precision on one of our cowboys so we can get ready for the hidden wave. And one of them is gonna leak out, but I guess that's okay. Alright, we are on the hidden wave. Let's get a commander down. Also, that commander placement kind of sucks. I'm gonna sell it and replace it. Change the DJ track to red, and hopefully we're able to take all of these out. And yeah, easily we're able to take out the hidden wave. Our wave 14, we got fallen enemies. They got 400 HP apiece. Honestly, that's not that bad. We could just keep it on the green track so we could just keep upgrading our cowboys. We got our second major boss, the Fallen Giant, with 5,600 HP. And that was light work. Alright, wave 19, and we got the possess armor. I think we should be able to take it out. Oh, do we survive that? Barely, I think. 2 HP, wow, okay. Yeah, we cannot take any more damage or the challenge is over. Let's get a Kingpin down so we get the flying detection. Alright, that way there was 2 possessed armors, but I guess we just have better defense than we did the last time, so it didn't even get anywhere near over here. We do have the flying serpents, but they're not really doing anything. We could finally max out our DJ right here, so we have the best amount of discount. Now we're just gonna max out our golden cowboys for the cash flow, and then we can start really getting some good units down. And the Fallen Jester, wave 25. It's honestly getting destroyed, but the problem is the buffs that it's gonna give to these giants over here. I really do wish that I could like request to use one of my teammates' abilities. That'd be very useful, like they were slacking off or something and they weren't, you know, doing Call of Arms, instead of me having to go back and forth with different Roblox clients. Alright, finally we maxed out all of our cowboys. Now we're going to keep placing down some kingpins. And now we're actually going to place down some pyromancers. Upgrade that to level 3. Then we're going to get one on the other side. Upgrade that to level 3 also. Alright, we got another boss, the Fallen Shield. Upgrade our pyromancers some more. Matter of fact, we're just going to max them out. Alright, perfect. That boss was pretty much destroyed. Now we're going to keep upgrading our kingpins. I don't really know if I should get a Juggernaut down yet. Yeah, I think it's about time we get a Juggernaut down. We're gonna upgrade our Juggernaut to the top path because we're going to need that extra air support. Also, the little buff that it gives is pretty nice. Yeah, see, I mean, Kingpin can take down all of this pretty easily, but on the later waves, it's just gonna get to a point where we're gonna get overwhelmed by flying units. Let's get down some turrets. Yeah, we're at max placement limit. We can't place anything else down. It would be really nice if I maxed out the skill tree already, but you know, I haven't yet. Alright guys, wave 35, and here's where the challenge gets extremely difficult. We're literally going to have to keep the second Roblox client right here because we're going to have to keep doing the Call of Arms. Spam all of the commander's abilities to get the Call of Arms going. Yeah, and the waves are so much shorter too. We barely have any time. Hopefully we're able to take out this boss before all these NPCs just start coming in and ruining everything. This is exactly why I brought Pyromancer here, because there's just so much stuff that's just overwhelming everything. Is the boss being healed? By what? Okay, yeah, it's getting overwhelming. It's getting way too overwhelming. Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. How am I even supposed to deal with this? Bro. Yeah, honestly, I don't know what to do. Maybe I gotta get Toxic Gunner or something like that. We're gonna load up the challenge again. Alright, we are about to where we died, and we already killed the boss, which is a lot better progress. I don't know, it's still looking rough though. All of these enemies just stacking up here, it just looks so scary. Not gonna lie, we're gonna throw one of these down. Now, just clear all that up real quick. I just wish we had some helpful teammates right now, but we just got these two useless bots just sitting here. Alright guys, wave 40. Hopefully we can do this. Toxic Gunner is very useful right now. I don't think if we didn't have it, we would have like been lost already. Okay, 350,000 HP. I can't remember whether if the Fallen King revives or not. I think that's Molten. The issue is, as you see down here, we have absolutely no money. But so far, so good. Looking good. And boom, we did it. So yes, it is possible to beat when you have 3 teammates that are doing absolutely nothing. Well, I mean, technically we had support, but whatever. Alright guys, I didn't want to end the video here, but I'm gonna have to because for some reason the devs made it you have to be level 60 in order to do Frost. I don't know what they were thinking, considering that you only need to be level 50 to do hardcore. And Frost is not harder than hardcore, so I honestly, I don't know what their thought process was. And I very well could spend the time, you know, grinding up all those alt accounts to level 60, but I feel like my time is just better, you know, working on different videos and doing that. But if you truly do want to see me do this challenge with Frost, get this video to like 100 likes or something like that. I know my upload schedule for TDS hasn't been the best. I think my last video was like 2 to 3 weeks ago, but I am working on a hardcore video right now as we speak, so it's not like I'm not gonna get any content. And we got this Enforcer Tower. I'll definitely make a video on that. But if you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.